If porn is bad, what should guys get off to? Porn, alcohol, red meat, sugar, all things that can be bad in excess. Erotica. It opens a whole new world of possibilities. How did men manage in the days before the internet? You should read an extremely graphic story about sex with a vampire king, like a normal person. A lot of pro-porn responses here. It's complicated. I personally find a lot of negative elements to watching most porn. I think it makes the erotic less special. I think it makes me feel bad about myself. I think it portrays a form of sexuality that is deeply misogynistic. Cold turkey is hard for a lot of people, so I try to cut back slowly. Mostly my big suggestion would be trying to be very conscious of the things you're consuming, what exactly they portray. I pulled from Pornhub to GIFs to photos and stories, and tried to center more wholesome, healthy modes of human sexuality. Now I can get off to stuff in my head, and I feel a lot happier about masturbating. Being active and conscious about sexuality, thinking about what gets you excited and pursuing it, can be a really beautiful journey. I just yerk it to thinking about past experiences or making up fantasies in my head. I guess if your imagination isn't very vivid or there's no past experiences to go off of, that could be difficult. Human brains weren't designed for mass media and the proliferation of porn and sexual imagery. There is no perfect solution, but prioritizing your own morality and ethics above self-gratification will provide a good baseline for appropriate moderation. The Bible. Porn is fine in moderation. Porn can desensitize and warp perspective. So the kind of porn can matter. Porn can replace the willpower to go out and meet women for the real thing. But if that's a bad thing or not depends on your perspective. A girlfriend. Idea recommend finding a good erotica novel. Porn is ethically dubious because it is obnoxiously easy for the actors to be exploited. A book doesn't have actors, just the writer's imagination, making it much less problematic to consume. There's also a lot more variety in the erotica genre than in porn in my experience, so you're more likely to find something you like as well. Your imagination ought to do the job. Surely, your imagination used to do the job. Having access to an unlimited bank of sexually explicit online content has probably desensitized you to the point where imagination no longer does the job. That's the problem with porn. The 2022 World Cup Final. I use romantic novels and cookbooks. Ideally they're girlfriends. Literotica.com. Imagination. Imagination. The reason why it doesn't work for you is because of porn. Proof of one of the problems with it. I was in the same situation. But after having been without it for some months, it started to become easier having no piece of video. I don't understand. Have you seen studies showing that porn is bad? Or are you treating actual science and whatever random internet people are talking about as equally important? Friends, moms,